Hey y'all, I'm really tired right now. Um, I just want to go an overview of my, I don't know, I get so weirded out when I say powers or abilities. What's a good word for it that's like scientific, yet spiritual, yet cool? Can someone think of a word for superpower, but in real life? I'm just gonna call it a superpower from now on. For now. Anyways, in 2012, no, 2000, the end of 2011, I began healing fast. But in 2011, it was random. It would happen and then it would not happen for 5 months. It was just random, super fast healing. 2012, I healed instantly about 3 times that year. 2013, I began being able to feel the vibrations in the ground and knowing if someone's coming to my door without them even being at my door yet. And I knew who it was behind the door, which is pretty cool. But I didn't think anything of that ability. Then by 2014, I believe that's when I moved in with my grandparents. I started really getting very intuitive. That's a good way to say it. I was able to feel where my grandparents were in the house while I was in my bedroom, and I didn't even have to do anything. I was just sitting, and I could. It's almost like the feeling, the vibration of their feet walking goes from the base to my ears. It's pretty weird and hard to explain. But besides that, in 2015, I began noticing that my healing factor, and I want to call it that because that's what it is, began in the oh shit, honestly, in the beginning of 2015, beginning, I exhibited, showed signs of a healing ability, but it wasn't like full because I would, if I got mad at the time, I would punch something and my fist would bleed, and then it would heal within like 10 minutes. And then it started towards the end of 2015. My abilities, my powers, my healing factor began getting stronger as it healed faster. I was able to heal. I kept showing my grandma because I was so excited about the times when I would just self heal instantly. Like it, and I began like writing down the times of how long it took for it to heal. But a very interesting thing happened now in 2016. It is almost the end of 2016. A very interesting thing happened. Sorry, after I got out of the shower, I have a mole right here. Probably see it. Whenever I shave, it's really hard to shave right there because usually the razor slits it. But this time it was different. I cut it in the shower like it normally does because it's right next to my man stash. And when I got out, I was just like chill as fuck. I'm like, it healed already. I touch it, no blood, no scab. It didn't even scab. That's how fast it healed. No scab. Because usually your blood vessels have to uh, clog. That's a good way to put it. Uh, so that the bleeding stops. But and then a scab will form from the dried blood, creating new skin. This didn't create new skin. This just plain up healed. Because usually earlier in 2016, sometimes it would heal, sometimes it wouldn't. But now, ever since I started listening to that subliminal audio of healing factor, it's helped me tremendously. I mean, you could listen to it, anyone could listen to it, but it wouldn't. I already had healing factor. all I did was I amplified it. I made it better. I improved on it. But if you don't have it and you're trying to get it, it will take you longer because you don't have it in the first place. I have always had healing factor. When I was a kid, I watched my doctor sew 13 stitches into my arm without any drugs. They didn't numb the area, nothing. I have a huge pain tolerance. Huge. And I was testing this on myself. If you know what an Indian burn is, it's where you get someone's arm and you go like this, like you kind of twist their arm, and sometimes it will leave a red mark or something. I was even just gripping my arm and twisting it like a lot. And you know what's funny? The Wolverine, even though he's a fictional character, he says that he feels pain, but it heals. That's exactly what's happening to me. And it's not like a mental thing where I say, "Oh, I'm gonna be like the Wolverine. It's real. It's real." No, this is a physical thing that's in front of my face that I know has worked. What more evidence do you need? Like, I cut myself in the shower on, and it healed. What I've also noticed is 4 days ago, my broken bone, well, it's not broken, the patella was moved out of socket and pushed and healed the wrong direction 4 years ago. And it never really healed completely. But 4 days ago, the bone, I stood up and the bone, I could actually hear it and feel it, popped out of socket and realigned. So, since that happened, my legs have been kind of like healing correctly. Also, my feet, my club feet, are moving back into alignment. Also, a thing that has not happened ever in my life, my face and neck is uneven on both sides. It's starting to become even. And that's just happened overnight. These affirmations have seriously improved and made me able to more control this healing factor that I have. And you could ask anyone in my family. My mom knows I have healing. My little sister does. My older sister doesn't live here, so she doesn't really see any of it. My grandma definitely knows about it. I actually tripped over. It was about 2 weeks ago. I tripped over the garbage can because I was trying to get past my grandpa to get to the room really fast, and I tripped, and I hit my head on the corner of the door frame, and I scraped my elbow. What happened? It's weird. Before I started listening to these subliminals, I would heal instantly. Like the cuts would clog up instantly, but they wouldn't heal. Like the scab wouldn't go away. It would instantly scab. But now, I almost want to test it. I almost want to get into a fight with someone, or I want to just. But it's that anxiety of like cutting yourself. I could never do that. I could never do that. I need to do it on accident or something, or fall over. Because I want to test this new improved healing factor that I have. As the energy shift of the space and planets and the sun giving off solar radiation, the more and more and more it gives to the earth, the more hectic the weather's going to be and the more powerful people like you and I will become, because all it's doing is feeding the earth's magnetic field radiation. Our DNA, our genomes are changing. I don't know how many times I have to say this and other people have to say this. We are changing. A lot. And if I had any superpower, I can already tell you it's healing factor. not my top pick, but I'm beginning to like it. I'm not afraid to admit this, and this sounds kind of self righteous, but when I was getting things out of the car because we went grocery shopping today, I just randomly smiled. I got this overabundance amount of joy and happiness because my brain, my conscious mind, accepted the healing factor, and I just got the thought, I can't die. I can't die. But it's funny because usually your conscious mind is what says, no, 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 that's not possible. And your subconscious is what says, sure. But you usually have to get those messages to your subconscious. My conscious mind just completely accepts this because it's seen it. The conscious mind likes proof of things, evidence. That's why the conscious mind doesn't accept telekinesis because we weren't taught telekinesis as kids. Anyways, I do want to push this ability, and I don't want to push this ability. I don't want to see, hey, maybe I can jump in front of a car and see what happens. If you've ever watched any healing factor from any show, they always get injured and the bones will move back into place and the skin will grow back. I would say I'm like 3% into that, as in my healing abilities is 3% out of 100. Like it's just starting. It's not. There were little bits of it from 2012, 2011 to 2016. There were little tiny bits of it. And then 2016 is when it just pretty much started. It's only in the starting phases. When you have an ability, like if you got telekinesis, you're not going to go and rob a liquor store and walk in and just point your hand at his face, hoping telekinesis happens. No, you have to practice it and learn it for like a year. Nothing comes easy. Even hacking and stealing comes easy. I mean, not easy. Everything you want, you have to work towards. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Last but not least, I published a second book called Blope, Blope, and it makes absolutely no sense. It was a book that just my subconscious was opened, and I'm like, creativity, come on out. And I just wrote whatever I was thinking. This is the book that you'll see, and you'll be like, oh, he is crazy. No, but really, I just wrote what I was thinking, and I just wrote whatever I wanted to. So buy the book Blope once it comes out in like um I want to say 10 days because I have to get a proofread copy in the mail, which will take 10 days, and then I can approve the book for people to buy it. So buy it. Plus, I'm gonna mass spread it to a lot of college kids. Okay. Goodbye. Have a good night. Like, share, sub, dance, sing, get naked. I don't know.